Dragon Dreams, Book 2, Gaining Ground, written by Gina Virginia Casella. Story, Friday, December 24th, 2021. Awakening to Awakening. The dream I had when I leaped off the sandy cliff as a child no longer feels like a dream to me. It happened when I was 7 or 8 years old. Seems more like an out-of-body experience that I perceived as a dream. The interesting thing about dreams is that they don't have external entities, because everything within a dream is a reflection of oneself, even if it takes the form of a monster chasing you. That monster is still a part of you. However, in this particular dream, there was a man who appeared as a grandfatherly figure, someone I am certain was not me. Contrary to my expectations, I didn't fly when I jumped off the cliff. Instead, I hit the ground and surprisingly didn't die. Perhaps that guest man somehow brought me back to life, although I'm not entirely sure. I distinctly remember him telling me that I wouldn't fly. This offended me greatly because I felt that he was limiting my dream. I didn't appreciate the idea that his thoughts held any significance in my dream. He wasn't a guest in my dream, so his opinions and comments were irrelevant. Initially, we were walking and talking with me leading the way and talking excessively. It felt good to have his attention, and his presence was pleasant. I had a sense that he carried a grandfatherly energy, maybe even a divine presence. I recall explaining to him that I understood the difference between being in a dream and taking drugs. I was lucid dreaming, although I did not know this language at the time of the dream. In my waking life, there was a cartoon television show where a teenager boy was depicted using drugs. At one point, he became confused and believed he was a parrot, contemplating jumping out the window. Fortunately, the effects of the drugs wore off just as his sister intervened to stop him. I recounted this incident to the stranger in my dream, explaining that in dreams, I am not under the influence of drugs, and mentioned that if I desired, I could fly like a bird, and even planned to soar off a sandy cliff. The stranger laughed and doubted my ability to fly off the cliff, not taking me seriously. However, it genuinely surprised him when I actually took the leap. He laughed, perhaps relieved that I was unharmed. I recall feeling confused as I plummeted rapidly and belly flopped into the sand. Until the very last moment, I held on to the belief that I would catch an updraft or something similar. Impact caused intense pain in my ribs. All I wanted to do was cry. However, I could hear the man's laughter, so I suppressed my tears. Strongly disliked him in that moment, as there was nothing amusing about my experience. Determined not to let him witness my vulnerability, I forced myself to wake up, successfully ending the dream. I pondered over this dream into my adult years. Life continues on, and in one of my dreams, there is a tree that mocks me with the same laughter, tone of voice, and energy as the stranger man from years ago. This man or entity from my dream or out-of-body experience seems more than just a figment of my imagination. The tree that laughed at me during the chipmunk meditation I had makes me question if they are one and the same. Could it be that these dreams are more than just dreams? Is he an ET? Or perhaps a version of myself? Did I perish only to be brought back by him? Whoever this mysterious figure truly is, they persist in taunting me, leaving me feel vulnerable, like a child in an uncertain situation. The dreams within my mind resemble a securely locked house, only myself residing within. Anyone manages to infiltrate my thoughts or dreams, it signifies deception or manipulation, making me believe I am dreaming when I am not. This alternate reality or different world presented as a dream is misleading, and I have now recognized the warning signs. Reflecting back to my childhood, I recall sensing discrepancies, reinforcing the importance of always trusting my instincts. In this moment, I modify a prayer from childhood. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. The angels guard me through the night and keep me safe till morning light. If I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. And if my soul the Lord not take, I command the Lord my soul to unmake, returning me to clean slate until it is safe again. Should this be humanity's state, then this is the change in the pattern I break, by restoring all energy and recalibrating the original blueprint to its respective updated print. I am the unmaker. I can transform energy back to its original form, the soul. This energy is eternal, constantly changing forms. By returning it to its original blueprint, I give it a chance to start anew. We are all full of potential, waiting for the powers that be to guide us toward our destiny. Despite the challenges of life, we choose to be here, embracing the unknown. The mysteries of the other side may trouble us, but what we must focus on is the present. Just like the waves shaping the stones on the beach, we are all in a constant state of transformation. This process of unmaking and making is a gift, one that I embrace by protecting and honoring all souls. We are truly so desperate to experience life that we disregard the circumstances into which we were born. It appears that many souls do not desire to be here, yet we continuously choose to exist in this realm. What is it like on the other side? Is it possible that the other side is even worse, making it preferable for us to remain here? These very thoughts trouble individuals who attempt to navigate the truth and extent of its disclosure and the challenges it presents. This is why I am drawn to fly, as I carry these thoughts with me, buzzing around and irritating both myself and others. The act of unmaking presented as a gift captivates me towards the shoreline, as it is there that the expansive system of the water's cycle sanctuary exists, where souls can be both created and dissolved. I find solace in this place, safeguarding the essence of all beings, enabling them to persist, and in doing so, I pay respect to their autonomy in choosing to remain unformed. There is a finite number of souls and pieces of stardust assigned to each form. Many ETs are aware of this fact. They seek to acquire every soul, therefore every piece of stardust. They understand the importance of having 100% of the puzzle pieces, knowing that the missing links cannot be replicated or imitated. They must be the genuine ancestral blueprint. There are numerous souls that have not yet been formed, indicating a great deal of potential. Additionally, there are many souls that are not yet prepared to transition into kinetic energy, as they are still in the process of returning to their original blueprint. These souls eagerly anticipate a fresh start once they are ready, while some choose to remain dormant and may reemerge in future ages. Some of the ETs are collecting puzzle pieces, if you will. The idea that once all the pieces are collected, the puzzle will be in a state of God power. The trouble is, these ETs would like to control the God power, which is not possible, as God power is unanimous. These ETs believe they can manipulate others to believe otherwise. They are challenging the biology of belief because we are our beliefs. So even if we strongly believe in a lie, that lie will manifest, and the mind cannot decipher from what is real or an illusion. This is how these ETs manipulate us, and it has backfired on them because now they are not even sure about some of their own facts. ETs are wise to keep their own Akashic records and are obsessed with recording everything so they can confirm ongoing thoughts, opinions, and beliefs from the past and compare this to ongoing progress. The ETs have been hacked as their records have been changed. So knowing the truth becomes a present moment thing. The truth only exists in each present moment because everything and no thing exists in the now. Moreover, because we are all connected through a radio type system, we can collectively read each other's minds and be in each other's dreams to connect and share information, whether we are conscious of it or not. This means that no information can truly be hidden, and everything defaults to being shared. It is just a matter of tapping into the collective mind. The collective mind congregates spreading positive messages, lots of mantras and affirmations. Many chant beautiful thoughts, feelings, opinions, and beliefs to embed into a unified song we can all harmonize. Whether these songs are accurate or not does not matter. All that matters is that they are safe songs, so we may all shift happily now. We are reminded that terrorists and freedom fighters mean the same thing. So we must all see past our frustrations, focusing on bigger themes. The ETs are unable to access the souls that have not yet been created, and it remains unclear when and how these souls are formed and become ready, as well as who is involved in the process. It seems to me that these souls remain unformed in the sand for a considerable amount of time, and it brings them satisfaction to disintegrate. It is like I am a gatekeeper and guardian at the beach, protecting all the pieces of sand. As I do this, I simultaneously do the same in outer space with stardust. Wherever there is sand, I will be there. These ETs attempted to manipulate me. On occasion, they behave like my friends and even my family, but they cannot deceive me. It is disheartening, and I feel empathy towards myself because they try to intimidate me. I would like us to be friends, which boggles their minds. However, we make great colleagues. We genuinely do not like each other, yet we get along and share many moments of laughter. Nevertheless, there seems to be some sort of barrier between us, and if they possessed the ability to overpower and harm me, they would. It is like they are wolves, and I am a rabbit, yet I overpower them easily. All of this is connected to my amnesia, and I continuously startle them because they are unable to keep track of what I remember and what I do not. I jokingly commented to them that I was relying on their notes. They have lots of notes about me, all kinds of notes for that matter, even various paintings and expressions of me. There is a black vase with beautiful orange flowers, dots and lines painted on it, and this is a story about me. If anyone out there knows more about this story, any information, please reach out to me. They speak about me in these notes, directly and indirectly. I also go by many names. It can be confusing because they capture all my past lives and forms, which most are unfamiliar to me. It is really neat to flip through their notes and to see all these images that I shapeshift into. I can be anything, yet I tend to take the same forms. So over the generations of time, there is consistency with subconscious collective mind communication. When it comes to dreams and symbolism, it is important to have a bank of images to work with. These ETs are obsessed with me, wanting to study me. They appreciate our time together and the conversations we have, which at this time I do not recall. I tell these ETs I do not recall things I do not care about, so it is no surprise I do not remember them or their selfish ideologies. It is possible I do not even care about myself, especially if I am them and they are me, given our omnipresent state. It helps me cope to mock them because the amusement I derive from it gives me an advantage. They fear me because they are uncertain about my unpredictable nature. I fear them because they are unfamiliar. So I am making it a point to make them familiar to me. This causes them dis-ease because they would rather study me from a distance and not have me hang around them. But I do. I go through phases where I visit them and stay for extended periods observing them. I always show up unannounced and uninvited. I never really thought about it until this moment when I typed this. They cannot kill me or destroy me or trap me or anything. And that is the thing. They know this. But at the time, I did not. It was never that they were being nice to me. They were scared of me. Now that I know this, I am quite empowered. I tell them this by talking to the sky. I feel like they are watching me and listening in. which they are, because as I type this, I feel it. Yes, I feel it. My awakening to this caused them dis-ease, and upon their own reflection, they should have been more honest with me. They give me access to all their notes and anything I want. They do not like me, although they will support me for the sake of our collective conscious evolution. When I am in the presence of an audience, I thrive. It is during these moments that I am able to truly excel. Even when I am causing the ETs to feel uneasy, I am aware that I have an audience, and this knowledge only fuels my success. The ETs and I share an intriguing relationship. It can be likened to the dynamics between Skeletor and He-Man. They often abduct me, but I willingly allow it to happen to maintain peace. Although I am held captive, I am fed, clothed, and provided for. As they begin to comprehend my immense power, they eventually cease their attempts to kidnap me. Instead, they come to visit me, recognizing my superiority. I know they are always watching me, so I barely visit them anymore. And when I do, I call first, and I always knock at the front door. With each passing generation, I outlive them, and this only serves to deepen the ancient wisdom and knowledge that resides within me. My subconscious energy is imbued with a profound sense of knowing. Indeed, I am aware that subconsciously there are thoughts and beliefs that I am not even conscious of, which the ETs are aware of. Consequently, I am also learning alongside the ETs about my own body language. The ETs perceive me as unpredictable, possessive, and powerful, much like a poisonous snake, causing them to keep their distance. However, I am not fully aware of my own power, only having a limited understanding of it. The ETs, on the other hand, recognize that I possess a tremendous amount of untapped potential and that I am highly esteemed by humanity, unlike themselves. This support from humanity strengthens my ability to contribute to the process of unmaking. The biology of belief greatly aids me in this endeavor, allowing me to effortlessly carry out my actions. It is not an art I learned to master. It is something I naturally do. The existence of scientific facts becomes inconsequential in light of the power of belief. These ETs rely on scientific facts as part of their manipulation strategy to scare us into making fear-based decisions. And moreover, to hand over our power to them. They use intelligence to make us feel like we are not able or capable. Intelligence means nothing. Belief means everything. It is not my initial preferred scenario to unmake individuals. The individuals undergoing this unmaking process have reported positive outcomes only. As one who unmakes, I need to have conviction and certainty in what I do. I am a member of various committees and festivities to oversee the reconstruction of souls. We offer support to those souls in the midst of this transformation. Unmaking the souls is a secret, and some secrets are safe for keeping. I cannot even tell you how I do it. I simply do it. It is my role and energy signature to do so. I can appreciate why some would like to have my ability to unmake. It is both a gift and a burden. I require mentorship.